Are you liking it? Shit I built.
Yeah.
Till I go to the train club. I've had so much trouble with trying to get this thing to work. Essentially, in the last video, I was able to get it to sort of fire up primarily off the, I don't know whether it's butane or propane, but anyway, got it fired up off the gas. And the problem is the ECU for this particular engine being as old as what it was, and I'm new to gas turbines, knew nothing about it. Long story short, this particular engine, very difficult to find the parameters to get it going. Until today, I received a text message of a guy who deals with these gas turbines, and he sent me a text message of the parameters I can put into the ECU as a starting point. So I'm going to program the ECU. I'm going to place the turbine in the Union Pacific. Fingers crossed, at the end of the day, we get to fire the turbine up for the very first time. And if not, it'll be a lot of searching on the laptop. And anyway, let's get into it. Okay, quick explanation of what we have going on. We've got the turbine unit that I still have to create a few more brackets to support it. That's the main kerosene line or fuel line. There is a little fuel pump that is electronically driven from the control unit, and it gets its fuel, which is kerosene mixed up with oil. Then we have our gas, which is used for lighting off, or ignition. The initial ignition is with the gas. And then we have our starter motor that would normally be affixed in here in front of the turbine, but it's not because it's broken. And then we have our battery ECU, that's a master control unit, which has our throttle. And then we have our main off on switch start sequence. This is basically replacing the remote control that you might see with the RC, and that's our program or our display. So if I turn this to run position, then it will come up and it's told me stick low, which to initiate the sequence, you then turn the dial all the way and then back to start, and then it will start introducing gas flow, and the little, thank goodness, the glow plug, which we've now sorted, will ignite the gas. Once the pyro picks up that the gas is ignited and that there is a temperature difference and it's stable, then it will start introducing and ramping up the fuel. So I think I'm correct with that. If not, more than welcome to comment below. And yeah, then we move on to our power unit, which, as I said, the gases come out the back of the turbine, go through the power unit, through another exhaust wheel, and they go up the top. Prototypically, it would go out on more of an angle, but obviously being a model, we don't really want to be behind this. Then once we can determine what our actual RPMs are and the strength of the unit itself, then that will then turn around and dictate our pulley size, which will then go to an alternator that will then charge batteries and down to our power units. So that's it in a nutshell. Let's get into it and see if we can fire it up. Alright, so that's my list of parameters that I have put into the ECU. I also, conveniently, while you guys were asleep in YouTube land, I found another set of settings that are slightly different, so I have tweaked it and I have done my glow plug. So the next thing to do is wait for the battery to be charged, and then hopefully we can turn around and fire this up, if it will fire up. Otherwise it's going to become a coffee table in the lounge room. Won't that be fun? So off camera, I fitted one of these pyrometer or temperature probe. It's held in place with a A-grade aircraft zip tie, like everything. Now it's time to connect this battery, and I don't really like it. It's a bit messy. I'm really disappointed that this has broken. Let's get these old glow plugs out of the way. I think I'll turn it on. That's not good. I can't really see what's... I need to be able to see what's going on. I need to know when to run away. I need to be able to see the screen. That's RPM. I believe I've got to... No, nothing. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have another go. Oh! Okay. Oh. Alright. Okay, so it's doing something now. Alright. Hang 10. Oh, gas just ignited. Yes. Alright. Okay. Now it's getting serious. I'm going to turn the fuel on. I'm going to turn the fuel on and I'm going to start again. Alright, cool. Alright. I scared myself. Alright, so there's a wastegate there and I just saw sparks coming out of it, so yeah, that was the only reason. To say I'm not excited is an understatement. There's still so much more to do, but now we have an operating engine. The wastegate in the power unit is definitely an issue. It's venting a majority of the gases that are produced by the gas turbine. I think the next thing to do is create a flap there to lock it off so it directs all the power to the power wheel, and then that way we can determine how much energy is actually needed to turn the alternator, which we can hook up to the power wheel. But primarily this was just a test run, a proof of concept, and I'm really happy with what I've achieved. I'm really happy to share this with you guys, and if you want to follow. If you've got anything to comment, please comment. If you're asking about the turbine itself, during this run it didn't exceed 90,000 RPM. Its idle is around 50,000. It drops down to 45. Exhaust gas temperatures during that time, I did not see, initially on startup, I did see a little bit of a temperature rise above the 700s, but during that whole time, it was sitting around 640, 650 degrees C. So it's well and truly safe within the parameters, from what I've read anyway. Who knows how long it's going to last, but till next time, guys, this is my updated video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. As always, I'm Anthony. Bye.
Oh, something happened?